Oh, there we are. Patreon. Hello. While I wait for everyone to join, I'm going to change my main camera. So hi. Oh, we are back. Oh shit, I've got to get the other cable out. Motherfucker. Calice de tabarnak des crises de cul de Maxime Boutet in the house. Salut les OG. Right. I feel like back in the old days, having to set everything up again. Allez. I don't know why that camera overheats so much, because this one doesn't. It's annoying because it's only on, really. I don't know. It's a bit shit, to be honest. Right, how do we... Let's get that one out of the way. Bing. Let's plug this HDMI in. Bing. Oh, God, I've got to take that off as well, haven't I, now? Oh, what an idiot. Come on, Taylor. Let's unplug that. Raquel Regal says that was fast. Yeah, it was, because I've got my show to do. So I'm not messing around. I wanted to give you the most amount of time possible to chat. Right, let's get that camera out the way. Oh, I need to change the lens. Jesus Christ. There you go. I'll put that down so you can see what I'm doing. Don't drop the lens. Don't drop the €2,000 lens, Paul. All right. Let's put that down there. Pop. Has that got a battery in it? It does. Smashing. How much battery has it got? Has it got enough? Oh, it kind of does, but I'll plug the USB in. Right, let's go. I'll be with you in a second, guys. I'll be with you in a second. I've got to take the tripod bit off. Yalla. Got to take that bit off. Alright. How are ya? Watching you set everything up. All we need is a fat cat in the background. Oh, Laurie. Those days were fun, weren't they? Except the cat died. And why am I looking there into nothing? It's up there, Paul. I should send a link to my mum, shouldn't I? Before I forget. I don't even know where the link is now. Oh, I haven't done this in such a long time. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Where am I? I've got to go on Patreon now. Where is Patreon? On my phone. There it is. Vamos a la playa. Patreon only. Happy Hour Live. There we go. No, I need to open that. Oh, goodness me. Patreon only live. Now, share. Message. Mum. Bang. Send. Okay. Mum's taken care of. I've got to now take this bit off of this tripod. Paul, Mr. Perfect matchmaking moment there. Guy interviewed at Brussels Airport, and BR Airport is basically my backyard, and he didn't even see it. Well, Mika, I didn't know you were looking for love. Do you know what I mean? I know you were... Well, no, I don't actually. But, you know... Mika, I mean, sorry. Did you really want to... Oh, I feel bad now. Why am I still looking there? Jesus Christ. Right. Let's plug that in. Up. Let's get... Sorry, this is not a very nice view, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, are you glad you paid for the view of my arse? Oh, God. Right, I'll just be back here for a second. While I plug in the HDMI cable and also the charger. Why am I doing a terrible German accent? We must plug in the HDMI and the charger, and then we'll get to it, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, I've got a show today. In about an hour and 15 minutes, I've got to get to the... Wait, what time is it? It's 7. Is it? Yeah. I've got to leave here at 8:15, basically. All right, let's see what that looks like. Is it going to work? Is it going to work? 3, 2, 1. Not working. Oh, goodness me. Bien joué, bien joué. Pourtant, it's working. Come on, Taylor. Go on, mate. Take that. Put the ISO on 640. That'll do. Let's get the white balance sorted so I don't look all weird. Daylight, perfect. Pow! Alright. Why is it not working? Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen. Very good, very good. C'est quoi ce live? Caroline Chassang. I'm just setting it up. I'm just trying to get the other camera, the main camera. Come on, snap into it, son. Go on, son. Go on, son. This happened last time, didn't it? That doesn't belong on that tripod. It's on the other tripod. Mon Dieu, que j'en ai marre. Raquel, have you seen Smile the other day? I went last week and it was really cute. We liked it a lot. I have not seen Smile yet for multiple reasons. Just mainly because I haven't had the time to show up to the theatre before my show because I've had so many like TV, radio interviews, most of which are probably useless because no one watches these radio and TV shows that I'm doing. Why is the camera not coming up in the list of cameras? Mon Dieu, que je vais tuer quelque chose. Let's go. AB, yeah, let's go. Let's go. Show camera switcher, yeah. Go on. Camlink 4K, yeah. Well done. Let's unplug it from the computer and plug it back into another bit of the computer over here. Jesus. Let's get rid of the hard drive. Put that in the bin. Right, plug the camera in there. See if that makes a difference. Shall we? Let's unplug it there. Plug it back into the computer. Now, turn it on. Right. Allow the accessory. Yes, I do want the accessory to work. There we go. Isn't it fun when things... Isn't it... What was that advert, Mum? Isn't it great when things just work? A Honda advert from like 2001 or something. There we go. Does that look... It looks weird still. Oh, I know why. It's because it zoomed in a little bit because of this image stabilization. There we go. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Patreon. How are you? How are you, Patreon? Hey, thanks so much for being here. Has anyone joined, like, just now? If you have, let me know, because my app does weird things where it doesn't tell me when people joined anymore, when it used to, so I could say hello if people have joined. Membership, no, that's, it does not matter, Paul. Just say hi. Émilie Coulon, moi j'ai raté les places pour Nice, alors je vais probablement en profiter pour aller à Londres à la place. Quelle bonne excuse. I agree with you, Emily, that's a great excuse. Is to come to London instead of Nice. Yeah, sorry, the Nice show got sold out pretty quickly and I don't know why. Oh, God. Oh, Kristen Kim, I'm signing compromis de vente for my apartment in Lille today. Are you actually in Lille today? Or are you just signing the compromis de vente? Which doesn't really mean anything. Kristen, I know you've had trouble trying to buy an apartment in Lille. This is a good step, but it doesn't mean anything, I don't think. I can't remember. There's so many steps in buying a place in France that I've now forgotten them all because it's been over a year. It's been a year and a half. No, like a year and like 14 months that we bought our place and we're still not fucking in it, as you can tell, because I'm still here at the studio. Amandine Mouton. I have my place for Nice. Classic Amandine. Oh, we had fun last time, didn't we? With your husband. After the show, we went out for drinks. Oh, that was a fun evening. So that was cool. What else is going on? Manon, apparently there's no more tickets available for your show in Cantleux, near Rouen. J'ai pas eu le temps d'en prendre, alors que c'est à 2 km de chez moi. I think, yeah, Cantleux is sold out as well. Which is cool for me. The show, some of the cities are doing well, like Cantleux and Nice. Some of them, like Pornic, is not. Laurie, this is the quality material we paid for. Thanks very much, Laurie. Marie-Reine, j'ai pas trop suivi l'actualité, du coup je viens d'apprendre que j'ai raté les places à Nice. Putain, mais vous êtes combien sur Nice? C'est incroyable. Ouais, on va voir. Je sais pas si Cathy elle est en bas, mais putain, il va falloir qu'on refasse une date. When is Nice happening? I tell you what, let's call Cathy right now. When is Nice? C'est quand? C'est un dimanche en plus. Dimanche 16, ok. In May. No, in April. It's the 16th. Let's see if she answers. She was downstairs earlier on.
Hello.
Cathy Dos Santos.
Yes.
T'es en bas?
Non, je suis dans la loge de Smile.
Ah ok, t'es parti déjà. Juste pour info, j'ai été demandé au moins 50 fois aujourd'hui, enfin 50 j'exagère, mais pas mal de fois par rapport à Nice parce que c'est complet. Je me suis dit, est-ce qu'on se ferait pas une deuxième, une deuxième soirée à Nice? Je suis toujours en direct d'ailleurs, mais avec les Patreon, donc t'es pas en public là.
Oh, d'accord. Bah ouais, carrément, si tu veux, ouais.
Parce que je joue le dimanche, c'est le dimanche, et le mardi je suis à Caen. Mais le lundi, je suis censé retourner à la maison. Mais si je retournais pas à la maison le lundi, et je referai une date à Nice, vu que tout le monde me...
avec eux, je suis pas sûre qu'ils sont ouverts le lundi, mais je vois avec eux.
Ah, putain, mais ce sera comme la dernière fois où je dois faire 2 spectacles dans une soirée. Ouais, ok.
Ouais, bah je vois avec eux et je te dis.
Ok.
Qu'ils ouvrent, en sachant que ça va être vendu et que ça va être complet, c'est possible qu'ils ouvrent. Hein. Donc je vois avec eux, je lui envoie un petit message là et je te dis.
Ok, parfait. Alright. Bah, je
Okay.
te vois dans une demi-heure ou une heure, un truc comme ça.
Yes.
Alright, bisous, bye.
Bisous. Bye.
Alright, well there you go, Nice. We might have a second date. If there is a second date, I will put it on. I will let you on Patreon know before anyone else because you know it'll be sold out. In theory. Raquel, moi, j'attends qu'on parle merchandising avec Adam. Ouais, it's not gonna happen. There's too much going on. Merchandising will not happen. It might happen for you guys, for Patreon. I might organize. The thing is, Patreon does offer a thing where you can do merchandising, but the problem is you need to have been like subscribed for 3 months at least. And I can't, it's not retroactive, so I can't send everyone who's already been subscribed merchandising. We'll figure it out. We'll find something to do, but right now, Adam is still not a full-time employee or a full-time member of my team. So, mais du coup, je jouerai 6 jours d'affilée. Bah non. Ah oui, effectivement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fuck. That is the because that means that on the Friday I'm in Marseille, the Saturday I'm in Toulon, which is not too far away. Then the Sunday I'm in Nice, the Monday I'm in Nice, the Tuesday I'm in Caen, and the Wednesday I'm in Caen. That's doable, isn't it? I'm still young. Fuck it. And I don't drink anymore. There you go. Comme je bois plus, je pense que ça passe. Je pense que ça passe. This is what you get, ladies and gentlemen, behind the scenes of a tour being created. Lolo. So yeah, merchandising isn't happening until Adam is fully on board, which he's getting close to getting. It's ever more closer, but it's still not. T'aurais pu faire Cannes ou Antibes. Pareil, Caroline, personne ne veut de moi à Cannes ou à Antibes, je sais pas. Et les promoteurs locaux, Naïva, ouais, Adeline doit être ravie d'apprendre que tu prévois déjà de pas rentrer après quand? Après Nice. Ouais, bah écoute, le truc c'est que de toute façon, si je rentre le lundi, si je rentre le dimanche, non, je rentrerai le lundi. De toute façon, in any case, if I do Nice on the Sunday and my show in Caen is on Tuesday, I would leave Nice on the Monday. I'd get home, I'd be absolutely knackered. I'd say hello, I'd go to sleep, and I'd wake up the next day and go to Caen. So I might as well just go fly straight to Caen. I don't know if Caen has an airport, but I figured, why is this so high as well? So yeah. Quand est-ce que t'as arrêté l'alcool, Marie-Reine? J'ai arrêté en septembre, le 8 septembre, et il faut que tu viennes au spectacle pour comprendre le tout exactement pourquoi. Mais I stopped drinking alcohol the day the Queen died, and again Adam was a part of that evening and my decision of quitting alcohol. I mean, the short story is I got so shit-faced when the Queen died with my friend Adam that the next day I vomited the entire day, and I was just like, I'm kind of done with this. So I still haven't had any alcohol. I had 2 sips yesterday of wine from my wife's glass of wine, because we went to a nice restaurant that had like a wine matching, because it was our 15th Valentine's Day, the first of which we spent with my mum in Ireland. Hi Mum, do you remember Valentine's Day 2009 in Ireland? I might even have a photo from there. I'm not going to show you a photo. So yeah, it was our 15th, so we're like, fuck it, let's go to a nice restaurant. So we went to a nice restaurant with like wine pairing, like amazing wine. So I was like, I'll have a sip of the wine just to see the taste. So I had 2 sips of 2 of her glasses, but the restaurant didn't have a non-alcoholic pairing, because I was like, you guys must do non-alcoholic cocktails like pairing with the thing, and they're like, actually we don't, but we could try. And I was like, yeah, let's try it. And they did, and it was amazing. So they might actually do that now. They might actually keep that on the menu, the non-alcoholic pairing with the menu, because it actually was really good. So yeah. Raquel regarde un petit message pour Russell, qui est devenu papa de la petite Nova. Oh, Russell Bowes. Is that Russell Bowes? Russell Bowes? I can never remember how to pronounce his name, but Russell, congratulations. Welcome to the parenthood. My show will make a lot more sense to you. My second show, So British, you'll enjoy it even more now that you're now a dad. Unless, of course, you were a dad before. I don't know if this is your first baby. I imagine so. Bridget Leonard. I definitely don't remember Valentine's 2009. What else is going on? I'm excited that we got 300,000 views for So British. As I was saying in the previous live, it's not as much. The everything of So British has been very highly underperforming on social media, which is been not great. I don't know. I don't know what there's so many factors. The algorithms, the thumbnails, the titles, the blah blah blah, the subtitles, all of the stuff, and I've just kind of given up. I'm like, all right, cool. It is what it is. People are watching it about 10 times less than my previous show, and all of the clips. I stopped putting the clips on YouTube because they were literally dying on my. They were like the worst performing videos out of all of my videos, let alone my previous show. Like all of the random crowd work stuff. So I was just like, all right, I'm not putting any more clips out on YouTube. So then started putting them out on Instagram and TikTok, and they're all dying. Slow death, but it's all right. You win some and you lose some, as my mum would say. So I'm happy that we crossed the 300,000 barrier. To give you context, right? How many days has that been up for? It's been up for 60. 65, is it? How many days is it up? Why doesn't it tell me how many? 65 days. Right, has that been 65 days since it's been published? Let's say... Normally... Oh, I know where to find that information. Over here. First 65 days and 22 hours. By comparison... okay, so how do I even find the comparison, right? Franglais, which was the second time that was uploaded. Because if you remember, if you're one of the originals that follow my channel... Franglais, I posted it. It got like 300,000 in 1 week. And then I had to take it down because of Canal Plus. And then I put it up again 2 years later or a year later. And it didn't do as well as the first time. But it still did better than the current one. Let me go to, not monetization, views. If I do it by views. Franglais full show, analytics. So 65 days, right, I published it. What day did I publish it? On the 15th of March. What's the 15th of March plus 65 days?
Here's what I found.
May 19th. Okay, so I need to go over to May 19th of Franglais and see how many views we had on May 19th. So, on May 19th, we had... 447,000. So, not a huge amount less, but still 150,000 less views. Whatever. I don't care anymore. Like I'm just like, fuck it. It wasn't as good performing online as the first show. In real life, it performed way better. More people, bigger theaters, more shows. But online, for some reason, just didn't work. So, kind of. Whatever. Okay, yeah, whatever. Demoralizing is the word I was looking for. I was trying to find the word. I'm just like, okay, I put all this effort into it, doing the show for 3 years, and then being like, okay, cool, we're going to do the show in London, we're going to film it, we'll see if Netflix and Amazon, maybe Amazon and Netflix were right, maybe it was shit, and so they weren't interested in it, for a reason, because by the looks of it, everyone online thinks it's shit, so they don't, obviously. It has a decent amount of views, but obviously when you're comparing it to the previous one, you know, this is what we do as humans. We compare to what we know. If you have a second child, you obviously, you know, compare it to the first one. Of course you do. If you get a new car, you compare it to your old car. You know, that's what we do. You get a new boyfriend, you compare him to your old boyfriend. Just, you know, that's what we do. So whatever. Paul Placeway, that's too bad, Paul. We enjoyed the video quite a lot. Yeah, so did I. I enjoyed the process of it. It was tiring. And I'm still doing it now. I'm still editing. I was going to put out one of the clips today. But I thought, hey, since I'm doing a live, I will not put out a clip. So I didn't. Whatever. Even Curiosa. But show number 3 is the best of the bunch. Well, thanks, even Curiosa. Curiosa. I can never pronounce your name. Yeah, I think so too. I think the second show was better than the first. And this one is so I think I'm kind of in this mode of like, all right, it's the trilogy, the 3 shows, bang, I'll put them on the side and then I will do something else after this one in January. But I'm between now and then I'm looking forward to this kind of tour that we're doing. It should be fun. It should be a lot of fun. What else is happening? What's going on? How many of you are there? 35! Oh, okay. That's why the comments are a little bit slow coming in. I was like, what have I stopped working? Is my voice not working as the ball? Maxime Boutet. J'ai pas vu le 3e encore. Paul devrait passer dans mon coin cet été. Bah, on verra. We'll see if I end up in Quebec. Probably not in the summer. We're trying to make Canada happen in one go. So the initial plan was July was going to be Canada. But turns out that Les Alliances Françaises in Canada think it's a better idea to do it in November because the French people go on holiday and go back to France in July. So we are trying to sort out the date in Montreal, which is the big date, which is at the Olympia in Montreal. That was originally for the end of July, and then we were trying to do the tour before then. Now that date we're trying to push to November. So it depends. It depends if l'Olympia is available in November. If it is not, then we'll still do it in July, and it will be in July. Fuck lolo. Maxime Boutet, oublie pas, j'ai la place pour héberger la troupe au complet, tabarnak. Payez pas d'hôtel pour rien. Eh ben merci, c'est sympa. Donc si on s'en vient à Québec City là, we'll get in touch. Tyler Haas. Lol, I'm listening to this in the parking lot of a country club while I wait to meet a buyer. Oh, I love it, Tyler. Mate, we need to, you and I, we need to set up a non-alcoholic situation in France. Stuff with that. It's so difficult to find non-alcoholic drinks in France. Speaking of which, I'm going to move over to the cerveza. Where are we? There we go. Oh, there it is. Coronas, ladies and gentlemen. 0% Corona. It's the only one that's cold. Otherwise, the one that I have for my show that I need to bring with me tonight, actually, is these ones here. The Brooklyn Special Effects Sans Alcohol. I've got, you'll see, well, there's less now because some of them have been taken to the theatre. But we have, where are we? I've got a stash of them in the corner of the office there, just waiting to be taken to the theatre. Bridget, a good chunk of them come down to, oh shit, it was in reply to a, most of the population in Montreal is Canadian, not French. Yeah, correct, but there's enough French people there for me to do shows. Everywhere I go is basically, I don't want native people of that place to come. It's for French expats, basically. Which is why when I go to London, I mean, to be fair, when I go to London, there's a bunch of English people, but because they're in relationships with French people. I don't think there's anyone actually English who has no idea who I am that comes to the show. What else is going on? What questions do you have? Come on, Patreon, let's have it. It's been a while. Vamos a la playa. To be honest, I don't have a lot of knowledge about non-alcoholic drinks. We don't sell any. All right, fair enough. I did figure out how to make a decent non-alcoholic margarita though. Oh, that's interesting because I really like margaritas. Oh, that was when I went to Mexico City for Apple and I was there for a week. I just had margaritas the whole time and I got a new appreciation for them because I think the ones that I'd had in France and in England up until that point were shite. So it was really good. And then when I was over there, I brought back a couple of bottles of like proper tequila, not the €10 stuff that you find in the supermarket. And margaritas were good. So yeah, I'm interested to find out. I'm just trying all the non-alcoholic stuff that I can. Any negotiations for shows in Florida, Tyler? It's just the US is a pain in the ass, right? For some reason, America's a pain in the ass. The promoters are a pain in the ass. Like everyone's a pain in the ass over there. So I don't even know if I'm going to get to the US, to be honest, because we've left it late for a bunch of different reasons. Well, we've left it late. It's a complicated situation with visas and local promoters and all this tax shit. So I might not even make it to the US. We're still working on it, but it's looking like probably maybe not. Why does this microphone keep popping up? Now it's in the middle of my face. Did I see Rihanna's halftime show? No, I didn't, Miki K. I don't follow the Super Bowl as most people in the world don't. And I just saw some of the news the next day that Rihanna was pregnant, blah, blah, blah. And that was it pretty much. So I don't know if it was any good. I watched last year's bag. I think it was last year when they had like Eminem, Dre, Snoop Dogg and all of those guys. And it was fun to watch them do their songs. I've never been a huge fan of Rihanna though, to be honest. There's been a couple of songs that I enjoyed, but I remember being at university, I think, when Umbrella came out, and it was just like on repeat the whole time. It's like, oh God, shut up with the umbrella. So I think I got traumatized from that song at university, so I didn't really listen to the rest of her things. So yeah, I have not. But apparently it was good. But apparently not as good as Katy Perry's in terms of viewing figures. Sam, if I come to see you in March, can I bring some non-alcoholic beers for you to try? You absolutely can, Sam, if you have some good ones. And I'll test it out on stage if you come to the show. There'll be somebody either from the production team Cholele that's seating people or at the ticket office, or there'll be the security guard called Camille, who's a pretty nice guy, and they can just give me the beer backstage while you come into the room. If you want. And I would love to try some more. I'm just trying all of them. The Corona's pretty good, actually, in terms of it being tasting like the original. Because, you know, I don't have a lime in it, though. That would probably help as well. But it's not terrible. But my favourite is still the Brooklyn IPA. I haven't found any better ones. Krista, have you tried the non-alcoholic wines? My Frenchie doesn't drink and we have been interested in it. No, I almost bought a bottle today. It was next to the Martini in the supermarket. And there was a brand of non-alcoholic wines. But I was like, I'm not going to do Prosecco and beer and Martini on the same night. Because also, this is when I thought about alcohol. I was like, wow. Like, I'm already non-alcoholic beverages out. I don't want to drink anymore. You get to a point where you're just like, and I guess it's like water. Imagine if I'd have had a glass of water, now a bottle of water, and then I could have had that much water, to be honest, and not been sick of it. I feel like I've had 5 bottles of Prosecco. It gets tasteless, écœurant. I don't know what the English equivalent of écœurant is, like proper écœurant. Not Québécois écœurant, parce que écœurant in Québécois means fucking amazing. Écœurant. I don't even have to spell it. Écœur. I imagine it's cœurant. Écœurant. Oh, mate. Écœurant. Nauseating. Yeah, that makes sense. Nauseating. Sickening. Sickening, disgusting, repugnant. It's funny they don't have écœuré, the Québécois version in this word reference dictionary. But you would say, je suis allé voir le show de Paul, c'est écœurant, which means it's really good. Which is completely the opposite to what it means in French. France French. Tout part en cacahuète dans ton studio. Why, what's going on with the studio? Qu'est-ce qui part en cacahuète? Il y a un truc qui s'est cassé? Ou c'était par rapport au micro? I don't know. Even Curiosa, unless you're super famous, you're footing the bill at just about every comedy dance or small to medium venue. Yeah, we would like to. We want to. But they don't want... They're like, no, we're not... Like, we know that. I don't know. It's a pain. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I have been in contact with the people of Live Nation about potentially, not this year, but a future tour in English. And obviously they might be able to offer their services to us and it be a pretty cool deal where I get to go to places that I haven't been able to because they have an address book that is obviously much bigger than ours, right? So that could be cool for another time, not for this show, but for another time. Carlos Camejo, good to see you, my friend. Are you ever going to make a non-alcoholic version of your own beer? Not the one that I made, not the recent one, which was Paul Taylor's Hoppy Hour, because I actually need to liquidate those beers. I need to get them out of this office, because I've probably got, 24 times 1, 2, 3, which is what? What's 24 times 3? 2, 4, 6, 12, 72, and a bit more beers that I'm not going to drink. And I don't know when they run out of date, but it's pretty soon. So that might be my first bit of merch for you guys on Patreon, if you can make it to my office in Paris. Fuck me. The 28th of February this year is when they are best before. Beers don't go off, but it'll taste less good after the 28th. So I need to figure out who to give 72 beers to in the next 2 weeks. So yeah, because I don't want them to go to waste, and I'm not going to drink them. Should I have one right now? Can you imagine if I broke my 6-month alcohol-lessness on Patreon? I guess I would break it on Patreon. No, I wouldn't. I would have broken it last night at a fancy restaurant with my wife. And then I would have broken it for New Year's Eve. And then before that, I'd have broken it with my mum when she came over for Christmas. And then before that, I would have broken it for my 14th anniversary with my wife in November. And then I would have broken it for my birthday in October. And then I would have broken it for my wife's birthday in September. So there's been a lot of... and then I would have broken it as well in Prague with my mates when we went on our weekend with the boys in Prague. Yeah, there's been a lot of excuses for me to drink beer again. The first rodage at the Scala. The final rodage at the Scala. My 10 years on stage at La Cigale. The first show at La Nouvelle Ève. Oh, can you imagine? They're all excuses in my previous life to have got completely hammered. So... yeah, mate. Do you know what I mean? What else is going on? Have a contest to win the beers, Raquel? Maybe, yeah. I don't know if I can be bothered setting that up, though. I don't have the time to set up a competition to win my beers. Because then I've got to give them to people. Like, people have actually got to pick them up. Because I'm not going to Can you imagine trying to send a beer? Like, how much that... It doesn't cost that much, but I don't have the infrastructure of people around me to send beers to people. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll just take them to my shows at the Nouvelle Ève. That's what I might do. I might just give them away to the audience and be like, I have some beers that are soon coming to the end of their perfect tasting time. And so... help yourselves. I should probably do that. I would, in fact, definitely do that. That's a great idea. I'll figure it out. Oh, whoops. No, what have I done? Oh, no, that's it. Sorry. I added your comment without wanting to. The roast at La Cigale was fantastic. The roast at La Cigale is actually... I have it. I have the video. And I need to put it up on Patreon at some point. It hasn't been edited yet, but as in, like, I have the what do you call it? The full show. I haven't had time to watch it to tell the editor, like, the bits to cut out maybe that were a bit long and all that kind of stuff. So, but I do have it, and so I will put it on Patreon as soon as it's done and subtitled as well. So that would be cool. What else? Oh, it would fit with the theme of the show. And it would actually, just being like bisous bye. So I need to say bisous bye to 70 odd beers that I have. I mean, I could get them, I could just bring them one night. Maybe I should do it on my final, the thing is, if they're all going bad in February, I don't know if beers don't go bad. Come on, let's just find a random bottle over here. And that is also February. Maybe. Am I performing on the 28th? No, it's a Tuesday, I think. When am I performing? The Saturday 20th. So next Saturday, I should just give them all away next Saturday to the people that are coming to the show. Just be like, hey, there's 70 beers. You've got 3 days to drink them. Go. Joe, have you tried ChatGPT since it came out? If so, what do you think about it? No, I haven't. What do I think about it? I think it has... I mean, I don't know. I don't really have any thoughts about it apart from that. Not only that, but that's because that's one of many things. There's ChatGPT. There's I can't remember what the other thing is called. I was just watching a video about it as well earlier on. There's one that redoes images. What's it called? I can't remember. It's all this AI stuff basically that you put in. You go, I would like a photo of this, and it just creates a photo. I would like to write a stand-up show about saying goodbye to alcohol. Go. That would be actually interesting to see what it comes up with. And it might even be a thing that I could incorporate into the show, being like, right, I've got to say goodbye to my career as a comedian because AI can do it better and write better jokes. So yeah, I've not seen anyone do like use it to tell jokes and stuff like that. That would be interesting. But no, I've not used it. I just haven't had time, to be honest. I don't have the time. Does the venue make money by selling drinks? Yes, they do. It might be better to only give a few out each night so as not to piss them off. Oh, I'll do it at the end, and once the show's finished. I won't do it at the beginning, because otherwise, you know. If I do it at the end, the drinks have already been consumed, and then I can just leave... I can just give the box to the team so that when people leave the theatre, the boxes are there, and they can just take a beer or two each. That could be a plan. I'll figure it out. But good point, because if the theatre's making money from drinks... Also, the beers will be warm, so they wouldn't want to drink the beer then, because then it would actually just taste disgusting. Midjourney, thank you very much. That is the AI photo generating thing. It's pretty scary stuff. It's awesome, says Joe. I use it for dinner recipes, probably not at its full potential. No, but that's actually a pretty good use for it, to be like, I have this and this and this in my fridge. Make me a recipe. That's a fucking great idea. Yeah, I need to get on it, since I'm a bit of a tech nerd. But, you know, just a little bit... It's one of those things where you go, okay, this is going to have to get policed very quickly, because otherwise a lot of people are going to be out of jobs very quickly. And there was already a clip going on, which wasn't really... I mean, it is AI. It is artificial intelligence. I don't know which thing it was, where they had, like, Joe Rogan, the guy who does this podcasts, with another guy called Andrew Huberman, who also does podcasts, doing a fake advert for a product that they'd never done. But it's like, imagine me and my happy hour where I have my guest here and we're selling, I don't know, insert dodgy product here, and our mouths, and it's our voices and our mouths, because they've used artificial intelligence to recreate our voice, saying whatever text you want, and the mouth moves. It's unbelievable. It's pretty scary. I feel like it's what the internet was to my generation, in the sense that there was clearly before internet and clearly after internet, and everything changed. I feel like now there's going to be this massive change again with pre-artificial intelligence and virtual reality, and post-virtual reality and artificial intelligence. And we're at the point right now where the internet was, where you would have dial-up and you'd wait for 10 minutes for your computer to go... and then you'd be logged on, and then to load anything, it would take half an hour for it to work. So I feel like we're at that point now, and that was what, 20 years ago? How old am I? 36? More than 20 years ago. When did I first have the internet? I reckon I was about 12, 11. I remember at like 11, 12 having the internet. It might have been before, actually. No, I remember my computer. Yeah, 11 or 12. So what's that? 22 years ago? 23 years ago? Whoa. Whoa. Anne Roberts, warm beer, pretty fitting for an Englishman. As a creative technologist in advertising, I'm not worried about AI taking creative work anytime soon. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that from you. We're in the 90s version of the internet when it comes to AI, so there's still a ways to go. There you go. There you go. I didn't even see that comment. So yeah, it was basically the same thing. That was Paul having a seizure. Yeah, it was a good seizure. It was an internet dial-up seizure. I just asked it for a photo of the comedian Paul Taylor holding a baby panda, and it didn't do a great job. Not a great likeness of Paul, but it's not bad. Oh God, that's amazing. All right, I need to get on this. I need to get on the bandwagon, Lola, because otherwise I'm gonna fall off it. All right, I'm gonna be that old man that doesn't understand stuff, and I always knew the day was gonna come, because you always see your parents going, oh God, they can't use the thing that seems very easy to you, and you know it's going to hit you at some point, and I think it's going to hit me with AI and VR. Oh, God. Anne Austin, the only problem with the AI pictures is it sometimes produce images of people with 58 fingers. Yeah. Yeah, totally. I've seen the I'll find an example. AI party photos. God, that martini's all sticky. Where are? Oh, why? The photo was there, and now it's disappeared. AI party, not Parry. Go on, son. Go on, son. Have it. Have it. There you go. That's the photo that I've seen. I've seen a couple of them. Where they've just been like, oh, show me, create a photo of people at a house party. So this is AI generated where these people are not real. And if you look at the fingers, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's got like 10 fingers. It's really unsettling. And there's 2 lenses on the camera, which don't work. And you can tell but it looks pretty authentic until you start looking at the details. And these are not real people. This is just made up stuff that a computer has generated. It's unbelievable. Even Curioso, why did I think you were so much younger, Paul? Oh, I don't know. Thanks, though. That's a nice compliment that makes me feel younger. I'm 36, so I don't know if that's older than you or younger than you, but that's how old I am, and fuck me, is it depressing. I mean, just the general idea of getting older is a little bit... I mean, I'm sure I'll get to the point where I don't care anymore, but until I'm actually officially old, I feel like I'm going to be in this mindset. Again, another fun topic in my new show. What else is going on? What time is it? Oh! It's 53 minutes past. Yeah, Raquel, tell that to 45-year-old me. Yeah, I get it. I'm not old compared to that, and I'm not. Everyone that's older than me is like, shut up, Paul, you're not old. But everyone younger than me is like, fuck, Paul, you're old. So I feel I don't know what the limit is, but because in your brain, I feel like you don't really change from. I mean, I feel like 23 was when I still am in my head. I don't feel like, because 23 is when I moved to Paris, and I feel like the last big experiences was moving to Paris. I mean, obviously I had a child, that was a big experience, but I still don't feel, I still feel like I'm 23 inside of me. So yeah, it's weird when you realize that you're 13 years older physically and actually than you are mentally. Oh, you thought I was 32? All right. That's not too much younger, to be fair. So I still look old. Listen, everything above 30 is old. I'm saying it now. See you later, Tyler. Thanks for trying to create an AI picture of me. Sam, I've been 25 for the past 9 years. I feel great. Yeah, I felt great until about 6 months ago. and it's been a gradual thing. Like, I think the first one, as I talk about in my new show, is when a guy came up to me and he said, Paul, I love what you do. I grew up watching your videos. And when he said that to me, I was like, oh shit, okay, we're there now, are we? And, you know, like the other day was another example. I was on a radio show and there was some interns that were 14 years old. They were doing like their week intern at school, and the radio presenters had asked them if any of them knew who I was, and none of them said yes. Whereas 6 years ago, when I started popping, everyone who was 14 knew who I was, because the videos got seen by a lot of people. That What the Fuck France series brought a lot of attention, a lot of eyes to me. And that was 6 years ago. So they're now 20. But 14-year-olds now have got no idea who I am, because I've not done anything in 6 years. I've had nothing that's been really that successful since then, which is the other depressing thing. I'm just like, oh God, where am I going? I need something new that's better than the previous shit, because clearly everything I'm doing is worse than the previous shit. You all said it. You all prefer show 1 to show 2. Fuck it. What's the point? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, fucking hell. Every artist has the thing. Their first album is always better for everyone than their second album and their third album. And it's like, oh, it's like Coldplay, right? Everyone hates them now, but everyone loved their first 2 albums. And you're just like, fuck, I'm going down that hole again, you know? Which is probably why so many people do the same show for 10 years in France. So whatever. I just have to get over it and just keep doing stuff, and something will work. But for now, people from 6 years ago know who I am. People who are just watching content now have got no idea. So I feel old. There you go. That's all. Do you know what I mean? Carlos, you're aging gracefully. It's the quitting drinking, and unlike the French, you don't smoke, which helps. Listen, yeah, I mean, I've lost 12 kilos since. Since about April last year. When last year I decided to lose a bit of weight for filming my show, I think I lost about 7 kilos. 5 to 7 kilos before we filmed the show. And then I think I lost 7. And then I gained another 2. And then when I stopped drinking and bought a bike to cycle around this piece of shit city, because it's the only way to get around the city now that actually works, then I lost the extra 5 kilos. So I'm 12 kilos down since April last year. And I think the last kilo came out of my face, because everyone's like, oh, you've gotten really, like, your face has gotten really skinny. But I've only lost a kilo since I last saw that person. Comedian Douli, I was with her on Monday, on Tuesday, Valentine's Day. We did a show with a bunch of us, and she's like, oh, you've lost a lot of weight. And I'd seen her like 3 weeks 2 months previously, and apparently since then I'd lost a lot of weight. So, you know, it's all good. They're not on alcohol, they're riding a bike. I am now boring as fuck though. I'm bored. So I just need to keep pushing until I find my new exciting life without drinking, because right now, any time after 10 p.m. is pretty fucking boring when you're not drinking. At least for me it is for now. What else is going on? Queen waited for their 4th album to become really famous. There you go. Maybe life isn't so shit. Yeah, 1 kilogram off your face is huge. I don't know, but for some reason my face was the last thing to lose, because I lost like 10 kilos and no one really saw anything, and in the last 2 kilos everyone's like, wow, you've lost a lot of weight. I'm like, yeah, but not since we last saw each other. But yeah, Carlos Gamejo, that's 27 pounds for the US, by the way. The imperial system. Oh, may it die. May it die a long, horrible death, the imperial system. Maybe that would be a fun video. Just being like, hey, dear Imperial System, please leave the planet now. Even Curiosa, I just tried a prompt in Midjourney. Paul holding the Eiffel Tower. Where's the... That's what the link is. It's not spam. I don't see the link. Where's the link? Send it to me on the Patreon message thing. I think it takes the links out. Unless the link is on actual... let's have a look. Maybe it took the link off. I don't know. I don't see the link. Where is the link? I want to see. Okay, you're all getting the link. Why can't I see it? Laurie R. It's the strawberry vanilla complexion. That's why you'll look young forever. Am I being stupid and old and not understanding technology here? Where's the link? Because people are saying, oh, wow, well done. Oh, maybe that's to do with... No, even Curious, that's great. Well, it depends. Just send it in Patreon. Okay, let me open Patreon. Patreon, lo que pasa es que estamos aquí. Messages. Hello, hello. Let's go. We're going to finish on this. Did you... That is horrific. Did you send it a photo of me? Or is this just it finding Paul Taylor on the web and creating a photo? That is some really awkward stuff, man. It's really scary. Like, it looks like something from a weird film. I'm going to put it on. I just wanted to know if you'd put a photo before I put it on. Yep, I snagged one off Google. Okay, so you even showed it a photo of me, and it came out with this. Here we go. So apparently this is me holding the Eiffel Tower. That is scary. But not accurate at all. It's just weird. How random is that? Yeah, okay, so we're not worried about it yet. Well, the reason I don't know if I can find... I won't be able to find the clip of the video, but basically I was watching a video earlier on of some YouTubers that had a photo for a thumbnail. You know when you take a photo on your phone, it's, you know, whatever the aspect ratio is, like 5:4 or whatever, but they wanted a 16:9 thumbnail of the same photo. So they asked this AI thing, Midjourney, to fill out the rest of the photo and make the rest of the background, and it looks amazing. I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to find. I might be able to find it. And that was scary. I was like, oh, that's why I was like, oh god, this could be a Colin and Samir, Colin and Samir, Colino and Samiro, fake. Yep, here we go. Oh, shut up with the adverts. Looks like Adam Savage from the Mythbusters. It does look like Adam Savage from the Mythbusters. I left it with the creativity variably open so it was able to do whatever it wanted. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Let me see if I can find this clip where they're talking about it. AI for creators, here we go. Where they show the thumbnail, the before and the after, where they just asked it to fill in the rest of the background. And it was pretty incredible, actually. Here we go. Okay.
Creators use, and we have actually used. So
let me just pop this in the... How do I screen share again? I screen share with this. Okay. Use system audio. Yes, please. Oh no, installed. I can't. You can't. It doesn't matter. You don't need to hear the audio, and it's better because then it won't mess with me.
An example of how we used Midjourney. We have
Yeah. Anyway, so that's why I was like, whoa, it's getting good. It's getting good. Ah. Anyway. Yeah, Amandine, you gained your weight back in no time. Exactly. You should use Midjourney to generate your merch designs and see what happens. There's so many things to do. So many things to do and so little time. Speaking of which, I need to clear up here and make my way over to La Nouvelle Ève to do my show this evening because I've got a show in an hour and a little bit. And I need to get to the theatre for 8:30. So I need to clear up and then leave. So ladies and gentlemen of Patreon, this has been fun. Wait, there is no sound apparently. What happened to the sound? Oh, you can't hear anything. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, you can hear me though. All right. Sorry, I'm getting confused. I'm becoming old bastard with technology. Great. So yeah, thanks for being here. This was fun. Apart from the fact that you all hate my second show compared to my first one, just confirms everything that's going on numbers-wise on YouTube and social media. It makes sense now. Anyway, thanks for being here on Patreon, as always, supporting me, supporting the shows and the things that I do, and allowing me to provide free stuff for people that they don't watch. So... Nice, I will get back to you about Nice. If we get a second date going in Nice, I'll put it up on Patreon first. And that's it, really. I've got nothing else to share with you apart from that this was fun. I'm happy that I was back on Patreon for a bit and that my brain had enough space to do some lives for the general public and you lot. So thank you so much for being here, and I will see you very soon. For whatever else is happening very soon. I don't know. We'll see. I might do this again at some other time soon again. That is it. Stop talking, Paul. Fuck off. Bisous. Bye. And I don't have the button to turn this off. The buttons have gone. All right. I'm going to quit the application. Bye.